The upcoming Survivor 43 features a stellar new cast, and some former players are already rooting for Owen Knight to pull off the win. The much-anticipated Season 43 is set to have a 90-minute premiere that will introduce viewers to 18 new players battling for the $1 million prize. Like in Seasons 41 and 42, the Survivor 43 cast will be divided into 3 tribes of 6: Baka, Coco, and Visi. Owen, a 30-year-old college admissions director from New Orleans, will start the game on the Baka tribe. Joining him on Baka will be Mike Gabler, Sami Leotti, Ellie Scott, Mariah Young, and Janine Zheng. Owen is a self-described superfan of the game. He originally began watching the show as a child during the height of its popularity in the early 2000s, but he returned to the fandom as an adult during Millennials vs. Gen X in 2016. Since then, he has made it his mission to be cast on the show and win the game. Although the season hasn't begun airing yet, Owen has already garnered the support of several notable Survivor alumni. The most vocal Owen supporter is Survivor David vs. Goliath's Davey Rickenbacker, a fan-favorite underdog who made a deep run in his season. Davey revealed on Twitter that Owen was nearly cast on David vs. Goliath in 2018, and that Owen was at casting finals with him and several eventual David vs. Goliath contestants. Owen didn't make the cut for that season, but has been doggedly determined to make it on the show ever since. Several former players, including Davey, have expressed support for Owen and respect for his determination to be cast. Other players who have sent well wishes to Owen on social media include Davey's David vs. Goliath castmate Gabby Pascuzzi, Marquise's standout John Carroll, Edge of Extinction's Wardog Da Silva, and Survivor 42's Zach Wurtenberger. Being cast on Survivor is no simple task, and few casting stories are exactly the same. Some former players have been cast almost immediately after sending one audition video, some have been recruited off the street, and some, like Owen, undergo a lengthy series of close calls and heartbreaks before eventually making it to Fiji. There have been players in the past who have auditioned for decades before ultimately getting the call. Owen's process wasn't quite that long, but he certainly had a longer road to Survivor than some of his fellow Season 43 contestants. It remains to be seen if Owen lives up to the hype on Survivor 43, but he seems to have a solid chance of making a good run. He clearly has a perseverant quality about him and is a very intelligent person, currently working as an admissions director at an upper-tier university. However, he has expressed a keen sense of self-awareness about how those qualities might lead to his opponents viewing him as a threat. He hopes to mitigate that perception with his more laid-back appearance and Malcolm Freeberg-esque approach to the game. Hopefully, Owen can realize his dream, but he faces some stiff competition within the Survivor 43 cast. Survivor 43 premieres Wednesday, September 21st at 8 p.m. EDT on CBS. Source: Davey Rickenbacker, Twitter.